Have you noticed how every day can feel like another fight? Not just big problems, everything. Your thoughts, your future, your finances, your relationships, your fears. It feels like the moment one issue disappears, another one arrives waiting at the door. And slowly, without realizing it, you become a person who is always bracing for impact. Always tense, always preparing, always carrying. You wake up tired. You move through the day tired. And even when your body rests, your mind keeps running. Because deep inside, you believe if you stop fighting, everything will fall apart. So you keep pushing. You keep trying to fix every situation. You replay conversations in your head. You stress over outcomes you cannot control. You carry responsibilities that were never supposed to sit on your shoulders alone. And eventually, the pressure changes you. You smile less. You trust less. You hope less. Life starts feeling heavy instead of meaningful. And the worst part is this: most people around you cannot even see it. They only see the version of you that keeps functioning, the version that keeps showing up, the version that says, "I'm okay." But behind closed doors, your soul feels exhausted. Not weak, not lazy, just worn down from fighting too many battles for too long. And this is exactly why the words of Jesus in Matthew 11 are so powerful. Because he speaks directly to people who are overwhelmed, people who are drained, people who feel crushed by life. He does not speak with condemnation, he speaks with invitation. An invitation that most people hear but never fully understand. Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Think about that for a moment. He does not say, "Figure it out first." He does not say, "Become stronger first." He does not say, "Fix your life before approaching me." He simply says, "Comma." That one word changes everything. Because most of us have been taught the opposite. We think peace comes after the struggle, after success, after control, after we finally manage to hold life together perfectly. But Jesus offers rest before any of that. Not after the battle, in the middle of it. That means you do not have to wait until your life looks perfect to experience peace. You do not have to earn God's presence. You do not have to pretend to be unshaken. You can arrive exactly as you are. Tired, confused, anxious, broken, and still be welcomed. That is the beauty of Matthew 11. It reveals a God who is not asking you to carry the universe on your back. He is asking you to stop trying to. Because somewhere along the way, many people started believing they must solve everything alone. They trust God with heaven, but not with daily life. So they carry stress that is destroying them. They carry guilt from years ago. They carry fear about tomorrow. They carry pressure to meet everyone's expectations. And little by little, the weight becomes unbearable. But here is what most people miss. The constant need to control everything is not strength. Sometimes it is fear wearing a disguise. Fear that things will collapse. Fear that people will leave. Fear that failure will define you. Fear that if you loosen your grip for 1 second, your entire world will break apart. So you fight harder. You tighten your grip. You exhaust yourself trying to manage outcomes that only God can handle. And this creates a life filled with tension. Not peace, But Jesus offers another way. He says, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me." Now, in biblical times, a yoke was something placed on animals to guide and direct their work. But Jesus uses this image differently. He is saying, you do not have to walk through life alone anymore. You do not have to drag every burden by yourself. You can move with him instead of without him. And that changes everything, because life becomes unbearable when you try to be your own savior. When you believe everything depends entirely on you, that mindset creates anxiety, panic, exhaustion, but faith changes the source of your strength. Faith reminds you that God is already present in the battles you are trying so desperately to survive. Even now, in the middle of your uncertainty, in the middle of your unanswered prayers, in the middle of your stress, God has not abandoned you, and maybe that is what you need to hear today. You are not motivating. You are not alone in this fight. You never were, even when nobody understands your pain, even when your nights feel lonely, even when your future looks unclear. God sees every silent struggle you carry, every hidden tear, every anxious thought, every moment you almost gave up. And he is not asking you to become stronger through endless pressure. He is asking you to come closer. Because real peace is not found in controlling life. It is found in trusting the one who already holds it together. That does not mean problems instantly disappear. Matthew 11 is not about escaping reality. It is about discovering peace inside reality, a deeper kind of strength, the kind that remains steady even when circumstances are difficult. And honestly, that is what so many people are searching for. Not a perfect life, just a peaceful heart, a heart that no longer feels trapped by fear every waking moment, a heart that can breathe again, a heart that no longer believes everything depends on human effort alone. And maybe this is the turning point for you. Maybe this is the moment you stop carrying emotional weight that God never asked you to hold. Maybe this is the moment you stop fighting battles in your own strength. Because some doors only open when surrender begins. Not surrender to defeat, surrender to God. There is a huge difference. Defeat says, "I have no hope." Surrender says, "I trust God more than my fear." And when you finally understand that, your entire perspective starts changing. You stop panicking over every unknown future. You stop obsessing over things outside your control. You stop treating rest like weakness. You stop measuring your worth by how much pressure you can survive. Instead, you begin walking with God daily. Slowly, honestly, patiently. And over time, something incredible happens. Your soul becomes lighter. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because you stopped carrying it alone. That is the freedom hidden inside Matthew 11. It is not just a verse about comfort. It is an invitation into a new way of living. A life no longer ruled by constant fear and exhaustion. A life where peace becomes stronger than panic, where trust becomes stronger than stress, where God's presence becomes more real than your worries. And maybe right now, I find a thing, you are standing at a crossroads. One path leads to more striving, more pressure, more emotional exhaustion. The other path leads to trust, rest, peace, not because you suddenly have all the answers, but because you finally realize God does. You do not have to keep fighting every battle yourself. You were never created to live that way. You were created to walk with God, to lean on Him, to trust Him even when life feels uncertain. And the moment you stop trying to carry everything alone, something inside you begins to heal. The fear loses power. The pressure loosens. The constant tension starts fading. Not overnight, but gradually, like sunlight breaking through clouds after a long storm. And one day, you look back and realize something amazing. The peace you were desperately chasing was never found in control. It was found in surrender. It was found in trusting God enough to finally let go. So today, stop trying to win every battle with your own strength. Stop carrying burdens that are crushing your spirit. Stop believing you must hold your entire world together alone. Instead, hear the invitation Jesus still speaks today. Come, not when you're perfect, not when your problems disappear. Now, as you are, and let God fight the battles that were never yours to carry in the first place.